Easter Morning by A.R. Ammons. I have a life that did not become, that turned aside and stopped, astonished. I hold it in me like a pregnancy, or as on my lap a child not to grow or grow old, but dwell on. It is to his grave I most frequently return, and return to ask what is wrong, what was wrong, to see it all by the light of a different necessity. But the grave will not heal, and the child, stirring, must share my grave with me, an old man, having gotten by on what was left. When I go back to my home country in these fresh, faraway days, it's convenient to visit everybody, aunts and uncles, those who used to say, "Look how he's shooting up," and the trinket aunts, who always had a little something in their pocketbooks, cinnamon bark, or a penny or nickel, and the uncles who were the rumored fathers of cousins, who whispered of them as of great, if troubled, presences, and school teachers, just about everybody older and some younger, collected in one place, waiting, particularly, but not for me. Mother and father there too, and others close, close as burrowing under skin, all in the graveyard, assembled, done for. The world they used to wield, have trouble and joy in, gone. The child in me that could not become was not ready for others to go on into change, blessings and horrors, but stands there by the road where the mishap occurred, crying out for help. Come and fix this, or we can't get by. But the great ones who were to return, they could not or did not hear, and went on in a flurry. And now I say in the graveyard, here lies the flurry. Now it can't come back with help or helpful asides. Now we all buy the bitter incompletions, pick up the knots of horror, silently raving, and go on crashing into empty ends, not completions, not rondures the fullness has come into and spent itself from. I stand on the stump of a child, whether myself or my little brother who died, and yell as far as I can. I cannot leave this place, for me it is the dearest and the worst. It is life nearest to life, which is life lost. It is my place where I must stand and fail, calling attention with tears to the branches not lofting boughs into space, to the barren air that holds the world that was my world. Though the incompletions and completions burn out, standing in the flash, high burn, momentary structure of ash, still, it is a picture book, letter perfect Easter morning. I have been for a walk. The wind is tranquil. The brook works without flashing in an abundant tranquility. The birds are lively with voice. I saw something I'd never seen before. Two great birds, maybe eagles, black-winged, white-necked and headed, came from the south. Oaring the great wings steadily, they went directly over me, high up, and kept on due north. And then one bird, the one behind, veered a little to the left, and the other bird kept on seeming not to notice for a minute. The first began to circle, as if looking for something, coasting, resting its wings on the downside of some of the circles. The other bird came back, and they both circled, looking, perhaps, for a draft. They turned a few more times, possibly rising, at least clearly resting, then flew on, falling into distance, till they broke across the local bush and trees, It was a sight of bountiful majesty and integrity, the having patterns and roots, breaking from them to explore other patterns or better ways to roots, and then the return, a dance, sacred as the sap in the trees, permanent in its descriptions, as the ripples round the brook's ripple stone, fresh as this particular flood of burn breaking across us now from the sun.